MLB The Show has Saturday Night Baseball for you now from Comerica Park in downtown Detroit. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Tampa Bay Rays and the Detroit Tigers. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Justin Verlander gets the starting nod for the Tigers in this one. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, his whip is above league average. Been dependable, but does run into some trouble. So we'll see how he fares in this one.
Kevin Kiermaier heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
Underway in Motown as the first pitch of the night misses for ball 1. Eric, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they've been playing some pretty good baseball, 5-2 over their last 7.
It's always important to play good baseball in front of the home crowd, and they were fortunate to get this series off on the right foot in Game 1. They'll hope to continue their winning ways here in Game number 2.
Verlander gets the sign. 2-0 on its way. Hard hit ball to second. Machado is up with it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Time now for a look at the Rays starting 9. Eric, who stands out to you?
Yeah, there's no doubt this club really needs Kevin Kiermaier to turn it around. He's really in a slump, hitting less than 200 in his last 10 games. Opposing pitchers have had his number, and he needs to mix up his approach in the box if he wants to get out of this.
First pitch on its way. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Line to the right side. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
A pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Stepping in now, Logan Morrison, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. That's on the inside corner to put him behind here, 0-2. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. But once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
And with a quick breather here, take a look at the defense for the Detroit Tigers. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, they have a man on the mound, high ERA. That usually means there's a lot of hard hit balls. So this defense, they're going to have to be ready with that leather out there.
Around third and being waved on home. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Well, when you think about it, it's only taken them a few batters to equal what took them 9 innings to produce last time out. And that's the 1 run. They're hoping this one won't be the last one, though. But at least that gets them out to an early 1-0 lead.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as he swings and hits this one foul off to the right and out of play. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Push to the right side, but there to take it is Cabrera, and with that, the side is retired. A run for the Rays thanks to the RBI double. On to the bottom of the first at Comerica Park, and Tampa is off and running early. It's 1-0. Chris Archer, a right-hander from North Carolina, is the man on the mound. EK, what's the word on him?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he won his 9th game of the season. So he's going for double digits here in this one.
Jose Iglesias is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And Eric, as we take a look at the Rays entering play here tonight, they enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
And on top of that, they've already spotted their starter an early lead in this one, so They're going to let their guy work with the lead right away.
And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, guys, I think this team just strikes out way too much. They're in the top 1/3 of the league. You've got to stay aggressive at the plate, but you also need to shift their focus to making contact and being more productive in 2-strike counts.
Jim Aldrich comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Bases are empty, one man out. Chopped toward the second baseman. Miller's got it on to first, and there are two down. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for Tampa Bay. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts. So we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Miguel Cabrera stands in as he looks at a called strike.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. They trail this one 1-0. Colby Rasmus will stand in for the first time, and he's seen that average climb during his current 7-game hitting streak. Verlander's ready. Here's the first pitch. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Here comes Upton, and that's the first out of the inning. Evan Longoria will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
Too high, 1-0. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Patty Johnson back there. Good umpire. I know some pitchers have felt the squeeze at times on the corners, but I still think he does a good job of rewarding guys for making good pitches.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And another foul ball. And no offer that time from Longoria. It's back to 2-2 now.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
Squared that one up just a little late. A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away.
You know, it seems like every time we check these out in show motion, it always looks like the bat breaks the plane. Look here, sure enough, I don't think he holds up in time. Looked to me like that was the right call.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, heading for second now. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double. So perhaps some new life in the inning here with a 2-out double in the second. And we get a look at the Rays leaderboard there as he currently sits number 3 on that list.
Yeah, he's definitely one of their guys offensively. Does a nice job of finding gaps and getting into scoring position.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger reverse. J.D. Martinez will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Well, he's had 7 RBIs in his last 10 games, so he is producing runs, and he had another good one yesterday.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
And like most right-handed power guys, he's a good high ball hitter. So that's where you're going to want to keep that fastball going forward.
And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Batting fifth, catcher, James McCann.
James McCann will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. First pitch coming, here it is. And a high strike there, 0-1.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Nobody out, runner on first. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning.
Wow, and he hasn't missed a beat since his last start. Remember, he had 9 strikeouts in that one, and he's well on his way to a similar performance right here.
Tyler Collins will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone. All that can do is tie you up.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Swing and a miss on a pitch outside. 1-2 now. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. He's come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
No taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Kevin Kiermaier is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
We'll pick this one up in the bottom of inning number 4. Justin Upton gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
Now a pickoff play at second, but the runner's back easily. Archer comes set. First pitch on the way. Liner towards second. Miller with the slide. He's out.
No problem.
So it's 2 runs here on 2 hits, with one of them being the home run. We played 4 full. It's the Tigers 2, the Rays 1. Brad Miller heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Time to move ahead to the top of inning number 7. Evan Longoria will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get two starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game.
Brad Miller will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. We'll move forward in this one and rejoin the action in the bottom of the 7th. Tyler Collins steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this
now
inning.
pitching for the
Matt
Rangers.
Andriese will
Number
get the
35.
ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th. We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8.
Leading off for Tampa
Leading
Bay,
off the inning,
the
Corey
designated
Dickerson,
hitter,
as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. And a curveball to begin the at-bat, 0-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Upton's after it. Makes the play, 1 away. Wilson Ramos strides in, grounded out his last time through. Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. Swing and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Bat explodes as this has popped up. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Settling in now, Kobe Rasmus. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Aldrich going back on it at the track. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Down in order go the Rays, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Jose Iglesias will stand in to lead things off as the top of this batting order really hasn't been much of a factor so far.
Yeah, and between the top 3 guys in this lineup, no hits between them.
Now pitching
for
the Rays.
You're not going to win too many games when that's the case.
Tommy Hunter is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting. Right fielder.
Jim Aldrich will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he lays off there, 1-0. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. In for a strike, it's 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The first baseman, number 24.
Miguel Cabrera will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup. That's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Bat explodes as this has popped up.
You take a swing at a pitch like that, you're lucky that you only got sawed off. He's going to have to go find himself another piece of lumber.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 3 up. We're set for what's left of this one from Detroit as we welcome you back to Major League Baseball on the show. Evan Longoria will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Thinks he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Calling for it, Aldrich. He's got it 1 away.
The batter,
Brad Miller,
baseman.
ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that 3rd hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
High in the air out to center field. Collins has it in his tracks, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Steven Souza gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And that's in there for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. This is line to left. Upton is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Nothing doing here this half, so nothing in the Tampa 9th. It's last chance time for the Tigers. Striding in to start the 9th, J.D. Martinez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Number 37.
Alex Colomé is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now. 4 pitches. Fast, slow, fast, slow. EK, you thinking fastball here?
It seems to fit the pattern, but you better not get too predictable out there. Guys will catch on quick.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Chop foul over towards the dugout. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
And for as hard as he throws, he's not just a thrower out there. I mean, this is pinpoint accuracy with his fastball. He puts it right on the knees on the inside corner. Not a whole lot you're going to do with that pitch.
James McCann comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And he looks at a changeup in there. 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Hit hard up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
A good job here. Stays inside the ball well, doesn't roll over, and just shoots this ball right back up the middle.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Tyler Collins comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here, and he'll get back in standing. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout.
Oh, that man right there has got to be sweating bullets. Hard to say I blame him at all.
Runners on first with one down. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there, right over the top, and just fire that thing in there.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. And not what they were hoping for, as that moves the possible tying run into scoring position. And he doesn't want him to get off to a big lead out there at second, so he steps off to look him back. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Trying to hold the lead. Hit to third. Longoria's got it. Throw on to first will be in time, and now the Tigers are down to their final out.
The third baseman, number 9.
So striding in, Nick Castellanos, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. In there, and it's even at 1. 1-1, here it is. This one's down to third. Longoria's there. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Rays have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was really overpowering guys out there. Look at the line score.
Now from the land of 10,000 lakes, we've got afternoon baseball from Target Field in Minneapolis. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Minnesota Twins. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Number 17 gets the ball for the Twins in this one. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, you see the ERA there. Not anything that's going to jump out, but he has been dependable. He gives his ball a couple chances.
Kevin Pillar makes his way to the plate, and we are ready for some daytime baseball. And our first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one, and we're underway in Minneapolis. Eric, these Twins, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
It's always important to play good baseball in front of the home crowd, and they were fortunate to get this series off on the right foot in Game 1. They'll hope to continue their winning ways here in Game number 2.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Now a swing, and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. 1 away. With that, a look at John Gibbons' lineup for the visiting Blue Jays. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Well, guys, I know this club is waiting for Joey Bats to live up to his nickname. He's hitting near the Mendoza line in his last 10 ball games and really having trouble getting anything positive going at the plate.
And he lays off there, 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Take sign must have been on there because that's right down the middle. Strike 1. To 2-2 now. Still 2-2. And this is swung on and missed by Tulowitzki, and he's a strikeout victim to make for 2 away. And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, guys, Brian Dozier, he doesn't get enough attention for his defense. He's known for his offense and hitting home runs from second base, but he's also provided this team with solid play at the keystone position. Got a quick first step. He changes directions well. Very smooth at turning double plays. Adds up to be a very reliable second baseman.
Into the seats, 0-1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And that's almost a carbon copy of that last fastball, and he buried both of those pitches right on the inside corner.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. And now the Twins will go to work on offense. We've got no score. Aaron Sanchez is on the mound for Game 2. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, it seemed like he had that block.
Leading off with a
could not get through the fifth inning. He ended up taking the loss because of it.
Kepler.
Hopefully this time he skates through that fifth and can get deep into the ball.
Hit on the ground down the first baseline. To his left, Smoke. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Steve, how do they send these fans home happy here today?
Well, you know, guys, I think this one could be a slugfest. If you get to the starter early and you continue to beat up on that bullpen, goodness, you could score a ton of runs.
Into the windup and the pitch. Oh, he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike one. And, Eric, the Blue Jays, as they enter play here this afternoon, they've had a pretty rough go of it of late, and that's being kind. They come in losers of 8 in a row.
And to make matters worse, they've got to square off against one of the best pitchers in the game, so it's not going to be easy to turn things around here.
Got him. With a moment now, let's give you a look at the defensive alignment for the Blue Jays. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, they've got one of the best defensive shortstops, actually the best all-around shortstops in the game in Troy Tulowitzki. Very athletic, makes that play in the hole as well as anybody. Kind of reminds me of that guy, Derek Jeter. Can't wait to see him in this one.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
That's a pitch that you got to stay on top of, or else it'll take off on you just like that one did.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1 and 2. This is pulled into right. And he will run this one down as he pulls it in around the letters, and the inning is over. Down go the Twins in order. After 1, no score. Justin Smoke will take his first cuts now. He was responsible for both of his club's runs batted in last night's ball game. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Buxton will back up and put this away for a long out number 1. Kendrys Morales will stand in now, and as you take a look at the splits, his numbers compare unfavorably once he leaves the comforts of home. Here's one that misses high. It's 1 and 1.
Well, when it's warm like this, you really have to keep the ball down. Try to keep guys from hitting it in the air because it will absolutely carry. That's 2 pitches in a row that were elevated.
And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Curveball misses here, so a good hitter's count now to 3 and 1.
Well, he almost hit him on the last pitch, and he's showing he doesn't care. He's coming right back inside.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Well, it doesn't seem like it's taken him too long to get into his groove here. He's now struck out 3 of the first 5 guys he's faced, and I'd say that he's looking pretty strong early on.
Josh Donaldson will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night. Here comes the first pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
He showed him that slider running away 2 times in a row. Now might be a good time to call him that 2-seamer running in.
And another foul ball. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Lifted in the air out to left. Rosario is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Blue Jays go down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Miguel Sano will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Third baseman, Miguel Sano.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Pilar's there. One down.
Batting fifth.
Kenny Vargas will dig in now. One home run shy of 20 for the season so far. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
And here's a case on the mound where he's trying to sneak a first pitch fastball by him.
52.
But he was having none of that at the plate. He just sends it right back where it came from.
Park takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and one away. Shot toward right center. In there, a base hit.
And these guys know that if you're going to get to a pitch like this, you got to get to him early. And once he settles in, he can be really tough. But they've got two on against him now and only one out.
He's set. Here it comes. Drilled to the right side. And that's through into right field for a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Well, that's 3 hits for him now after the leadoff guy was retired. Well, now the bases are loaded here as they try to cash in.
Jason Castro steps into the box now, and he does so in what feels like what will be an important moment in this one. Bases loaded, high score. Hit down the line at first. On the ground to second base, this could be 2. Tulowitzki for 1. On to Smoke, but it's too late as they'll get just the 1.
And with one away, they were hoping to get the double play up the middle to get him out of this. But they wind up only getting 1 on the play as that run comes home to score on the fielder's choice.
Byron Buxton will stand in, and as you can see, he's had troubles here in his own ballpark. He's much better away from home. Looking to minimize the damage here. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike.
Trying to go front door with that breaking ball started it a little too far inside there.
Hard liner toward short, but this is right to Tulowitzki at short, and that'll end the inning. The sights and sounds of a day at the... Welcome back to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Time now for the 3rd inning to get underway from Target Field. Russell Martin will stand in now to lead things off. 7, 8, and 9 here to start the 3rd inning.
And maybe one of these guys can break this string of 6 straight retired to start the ball game.
The windup and the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. And certainly no offer at that one. It's 1-2. You like what you've seen from this guy so far?
I do. I like where he's putting the fastball, and I like the movement he's been getting on both his curveball and changeup. I think he'll do well.
Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Chopped foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. And a slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
Ooh, there's a tough one to take right there on a 1-2 pitch, especially after fighting off so many pitches leading up to that one.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Batting 8, the left fielder, number 3.
Stepping in, Ezekiel Carrera. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard back up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
As a hitting coach, that's what you want your hitters to do. Hit the ball right back up the middle. You get into bad habits when you try to pull everything, but here just stays right on it and picks up a solid 1-out single.
First pitch on its way. Snap throw from the catcher. And again, he's back in safely. Sent on the ground out to second. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Yeah, if you're going to start an at-bat with a pitch out, it means you're willing to let a guy hit from ahead in the count. And we all know that batting averages are much higher on 1-0 than they are on 0-1. They've learned the hard way there.
So striding in, Kevin Pillar, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
Pretty cool right there. You know, it's so important in a tough spot to get that first pitch strike over. And he's able to jump ahead.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Now a pickoff play at second, but the runner's back easily. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Well, that's the 2nd strikeout of the inning now, sandwiched around with 2 straight hits. He's definitely got swing and miss stuff, and this is a pretty good example of it right here.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. 2 down, runners at first and second. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
Boy, things are going from bad to worse so far. He's looking completely lost up there.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More of the show, Saturday Baseball, after this. Max Kepler will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
And he only saw a couple of pitches, too. That's great for the pitcher when he can get an easy leadoff out like that.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Herrera is there to make the catch, and it's 1 pitch, 1 gone here in the bottom of the 3rd. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Brian Dozier. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
And Matt, that was a pretty nasty breaking ball that buckled him last time up, so it'll be interesting to see if they attack him with the breaking ball again here.
Swing and a miss on a pitch that wound up hitting him. It's 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Pillar is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 2.
The left fielder, number 20, Eddie Rosario.
Eddie Rosario stands in for the 2nd time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he was right on the off-speed stuff and hit it well, but just didn't have any luck.
Hot shot to first base and a great play to end the inning. We'll see the dangerous Jose Bautista when we come back. It's the... And here is Jose Bautista now. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Jose Bautista.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. Now Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Tap fouled at home plate. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through.
And I think he finally just got to the point on the mound where he said, listen, my arm's had enough of this at-bat. You can just have the base hit. Just quit fouling off all of my pitches.
Justin Smoke stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1.
Yeah, and that's the swing of a guy hoping for a first pitch curveball right there. If he gets it, he hammers it. If not, he's about 3 feet too late.
A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Nobody out, runner on first. Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Kepler. 1 away. Henry's Morales in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball. So let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
In there, strike 1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
And here's one that barely misses off the inside corner. 2-2.
Yeah, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Just keeping him close.
Just checking.
And again, a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him.
Must think something's up.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
And in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Josh Donaldson stands in as he looks at a called strike.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Well, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs. So
got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. 1 left for Toronto. They trail this one 1-0. Miguel Sano is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Here's a curveball that runs outside. It's ball 1. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
Throw on to first, and one third baseman grounds out to the other, one away.
Up next for the Twins, designated hitter,
Kenny Vargas strides in after getting a base hit and later scoring the first time around. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Ranging back is Pilar, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a solo shot to dead center, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far, as the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, he'd retired 5 in a row until just now, but not anymore. He'd been on cruise control, but all of a sudden, one little mistake will snap you back down to earth in a hurry.
now batting.
Standing in now,
Number
Park.
52.
But right at the shortstop for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Jorge Polanco.
Into the box now, Jorge Polanco. He reached on a single in his first try. Out in front of it, strike one. Oh and 1, here it comes. Bat explodes as this has popped up. Donaldson bare hands it. Got him.
No way. That was awesome.
But not before the Twins get one, and it comes on this solo home run. We played 4. It's now 2-0 Minnesota. Russell Martin heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike one.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Yeah, that's a different pitch here, but also on the outside corner. Also taken for a strike. So he's got him in a quick 0-2 hole now.
Now some action out in the Minnesota pen, as it looks like both the lefty and the right-hander are up to throw. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
Not only has he rung up a lot of strikeouts, but he still hasn't walked a batter to this point. So his control has been really, really spot on so far.
Stepping in now, Ezekiel Carrera. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. On could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. On his way to pitch number 75. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Rosario is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, second baseman, Devin Travis.
Devin Travis is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing.
Curveball, swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2. This is in the air out to left field. Rosario moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They're still down. It's 2-0. Jason Castro comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Catcher, Jason.
Due to time constraints, we'll pick this one up in the top of inning number 6. Kevin Pillar will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just one hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
0-1 count and the pitch. Runs up and gets this one down. Throw will not be in time as a perfect bunt there nets him a base runner to lead off the inning. Hold on here, though. You can see the skipper heading out of the dugout now, so that very close, safe call might be challenged.
Well, here's another look at it now. I couldn't really tell when we saw it live, and I'll tell you what, it's still tough to tell from that angle. We're going to have to see what the dugout decides.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Twins are challenging.
Okay, well, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? Yeah, I think that shot right there makes it look like he might have been out. So this might be a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty.
Been overturned, and the batter ruled out.
Here's Troy Tulowitzki now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
And this one misses to Tulowitzki. It's a ball and a strike. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Boy, he is just wearing guys out with that two-seam fastball. I don't care if it's inside, outside, he's really hitting the spots well.
And he is down on strikes again, so get your hats out. That's the 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, this is a scroll he's taken 5 times in this series now. That slow walk back to the dugout after getting punched out. After a while, these things, they start to wear on you. You've got to try to keep the mindset that every at-bat's a new opportunity, but most of the time, that's easier said than done.
Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Here it comes on 1-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Blue Jays go down in order. They trail it here 2-0. Brian Dozier will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
Hot shot down the line. But a foul ball, 1-2 now. Down the third baseline. Backhanded. And a rather easy first out.
The left fielder,
Eddie
number
Rosario
20,
will stand in, hoping he can find a little green out there for once. He's lined out twice thus far.
Well, sitting up here, it looks like there's a lot of wide open spaces, but he's been hitting them right at people all game long.
Swing and a line drive, but foul. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Up next for Minnesota, third baseman,
Miguel Sano will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Fly ball to straightaway left. Carrera on the run. And that's the third out. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They're up 2-0. Justin Smoke will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. Neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And this is hauled in on the run for the out. And he had a lot of ground to cover to get to that one.
designated hitter,
Kendrys Morales ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Well, the strikeout pitch has certainly been there for him all afternoon, and this, in fact, is the 3rd time he's victimized this guy.
Josh Donaldson will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Trying to jam him with the first pitch slider, but it's in a bit too tight for ball 1.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but you know, he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
2 out, nobody on. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Here's a called strike on the curveball. 1-2.
Well, he's not letting them get a gauge on anything here on those first 3 pitches. He saw a slider, a fastball, then a big curveball. Now he's set up for almost anything on a 1-2 pitch.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. They trail things here 2-0. Kenny Vargas will stride in again, and you can bet he'd love to do again what he did back in the 4th. A solo home run here that's been the only long ball of the game so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. Throw on to first by Tulowitzki is in time for route number 1.
The batter, number 52.
Park steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Tulowitzki takes it in. Over to Smoke at first, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 11.
Striding into the box, Jorge Polanco. As the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
He has really struggled against right-handed pitching so far this year. His average against righties is pretty ugly so far.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Jason Castro stands into the box. He's 0 for 2 so far in this one. Line to the right side. Bautista is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. 1 left for Minnesota as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Russell Martin comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
So far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base, because they've been held in check all game.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
Well, this guy has done a pretty good job of being effectively wild. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to about 60% of the batters he's faced. But look at where he's sitting right now. Excellent.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. Hard hit ball to second. Played on the backhand. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Ezekiel Carrera will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Chop foul right by home plate, and it's a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
And he's just running right through these guys. Absolutely worn them down.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Well, we've talked about it already, but this has just been an absolutely dominating performance out there. That's 14 strikeouts.
Devin Travis will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Yeah, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
High in the air out to center field. Buxton is there. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. They're still down. It's 2-0. Bo Schultz is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
47, Bo.
Byron Buxton will stand in again. He lined out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get back to the swing he put on the ball in his first at-bat. He got himself a nice solid line drive that just didn't fall.
First pitch fastball in on the fists for ball 1. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Hit hard to short. Scooped up on the backhand. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, right fielder.
Max Kepler will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far. First offering on its way. Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Up top, it's 2-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard on the ground towards second. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
The second baseman, number 2,
Brian Dozier will step in, a ground-out victim as last time. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 9th inning coming up. The Twins are in front, 2-0. Kevin Pillar will be tasked now with leading things off in their half of the ninth, as they'll try to do something to prevent being shut out.
And whatever they've done for the first 8 innings hasn't yielded a whole lot so far, so quite frankly, I'm not expecting too much.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And that's in there as well, 0-2 now.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all. And he's having a rough go of it so far. His second strikeout of the ballgame. You can see him gesturing that he thinks that pitch was outside, but I think once he gets a look at it in the clubhouse, he'll probably change his tune.
Troy Tulowitzki will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
And this one misses to Tulowitzki. It's a ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. One and 2 as the changeup had him out in front there.
And after 3 strikeouts already, you can bet he's going to be pressing up there at the plate, trying to make something happen. And that just might make things worse.
Back goes Rosario. Now a leaping effort at the wall, but he comes up empty. This one is gone. Home run. A solo home run off the bat of Troy Tulowitzki. Number 14 on the season, and the Blue Jays are on the board. It's now a 2-1 ball game.
Well, EK, as you know, the more at-bats you get against the same guy, the more you start to figure out his stuff. And once you see him for the 3rd or 4th at-bat, you become a better hitter, because by then you pretty much know every pitch he's got. And I think this is a case where he kind of made an educated guess on what was coming, got it, and didn't miss it.
Here's the Minnesota skipper making his way out to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So a good job all in all this afternoon, and as it stands, he can only win this one as he departs with a 1-run lead. Brendan Kinsler is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth. Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. This is flared right back over the mound. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. Justin Smoke comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. Quick check on that tying run at first. And a dive, but he's back. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one. And it's quickly 0-2. Runner at first here, one man out. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Nope. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Here's a look over to first. Runner's back.
Just keeping an eye on him.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Kepler will have plenty of room as he makes the catch, and there's a big out, number 2. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Kendrys Morales. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that he doesn't try to do too much here. Just keep that line moving. Do something productive and give the next guy a chance as well.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And he'll get back in standing.
Keeping him close.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Castro has a play, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, you know, this game kind of felt like it could have been played back in 1968. Very well played, very low scoring, very quick game, too. I'll tell you, I could go for a few more of these this year. That'd be okay by me.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. First opened for business in 1994. There's a look at Progressive Field here in Cleveland. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Washington Nationals and the Cleveland Indians. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up. Trevor Bauer gets the ball for the Indians in this one. Eric, any thoughts?
Remember, Matty, he throws both a four-seamer and a cutter. That four-seamer will just ride through the zone. That cutter will dart a little bit. Makes it real tough for the hitters.
First pitch, 105.
Taken high and deep to right. Chisenhall going back on it at the track. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And here's how the Nats line up in this one. Steve, what do they have to do to take down a very hot team here on the road?
Well, all they have to do is keep doing what they're doing. This team has a very high average, continuing to hit well as a team, and they'll continue to win games.
Michael Taylor will stand in, and he wasn't alone in wearing the collar in last night's ball game, in which the team could muster all of one run. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. Eric, this Indians ball club, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking. Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. A solo shot here to left, number 10 for him on the year. As the Nationals strike first, it's 1-0.
That pitcher's got to be thinking, how can I throw a pitch like that in this situation? That thing was so right down the middle, it absolutely got hammered, and he knew it as soon as he let go of it.
Bryce Harper.
Bauer sets his sights. Here's the first pitch. Now this is up and in, and I don't think he likes that location much. It's ball one.
And these guys already have one home run here in the inning, and now you get to the real power guys here. So you need to be careful.
In for a strike, it's 1-1.
Well, there's the location you want right there. If that ball gets hit, it's going to be on the ground.
And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
And we're going to see a lot more of this because this is a guy who's let it be known that he will work inside. He'll even back you off the plate if he has to.
Hit hard to short. Back to the mound and off his leg. Throw gets him. So they are able to get an out on an unusual play. And hopefully the pitcher's okay. And time now to see quite where that got him. And it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Into the box, Ryan Zimmerman. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Cut fastball taken for strike one.
And you know, I think it's going to be important that when guys get their pitches, they take advantage. There it looked like he was taken all the way, and he may not get another pitch that catches that much of the plate.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Well, Matt, with Ross behind the plate,
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Nats on the board first, courtesy of the solo home run. Bottom of the first coming up. It's now 1-0 Washington. Joe Ross is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Nationals. EK, what's the word on him?
well, remember, guys, he's a young pitcher, still garnering a lot of experience, and he has a lot of upside. If he continues to improve, he's going to be around this league for a very long time. I can't wait to watch him in this league.
Francisco Lindor is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning, 1-0. EK, these Nationals, as they take the field here today, they were losers last time out, but still in a decent groove as they'd won 4 or 5 prior to that.
And they've upped that lead in the division even further. They've put some serious distance between them and the rest of the pack, so they're well on their way to playing October baseball.
Time now in Cleveland to take a glance at the Tribe's starting lineup. EK, any thoughts?
Well, I'm watching the man they call Dr. Smooth, Michael Brantley. He comes in among the AL leaders in batting average, so he's been swinging it very well all year. It'll be fun to watch him do his thing in this one.
Hit high and deep to right center. Taylor ranging back. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. And with that, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, my man at first, he can really pick it. As an infielder, you got to love being able to throw the ball over there, knowing that he's going to come down with it at any time.
Michael Brantley will dig in now. And as you can see, he's right up there in the American League batting race, currently second entering play.
And he has a top 5 on-base percentage as well.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike.
Well, that's a good spot for that two-seam fastball. Now, remember, that'll run away from left-handers, so a good idea to work the outside edge.
Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1. Line towards center field. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Boy, that hit right there is just a thing of beauty. Talk about smoking one right back at the box. There isn't too many guys in the middle of that field that can catch a ball like that.
Edwin Encarnacion will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Now you've got the tying run over at first, 2 away. He's going to be looking to try and find a gap right here and bring that guy all the way around to score.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Tribe. It remains 1-0. Anthony Rendon will stand in for the first time now, and he's got that average up over the 300 mark to begin play.
Well, he didn't have a very good month last month at the plate. It wasn't terrible, but he did see that average take a decent hit.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do the defensive shifts, so we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
Adam Lind will stand in as he'll get a break from playing the field and be the DH here in this one.
Yeah, it's a nice luxury to have here in an interleague ballgame. You give him a little bit of a break from the field, but you still keep that big bat in the lineup.
Bauer gets the sign. 0-1 pitch on its way.
Nope,
that's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, that's a pretty good spot to try and lock him up inside, but he can turn on that location if that's out over the plate.
Line toward the alley in left center, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The minute he hits that, he's thinking it's a base hit all the way, but it's one of those situations where you get penalized for hitting the ball too hard. And this stayed up long enough to find the outfielder's glove out there.
Brian Goodwin steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. And he'll power in a fastball, that time at 94 for strike one.
Well, that one's at 94, so the velocity's good right now.
And he starts to go after it. Question was, did he hold up in time? Yes, indeed, says the third base umpire. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Lifted the other way to left center. Calling for it, Brantley. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Nationals gone in order. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. Leading off the inning, Carlos Santana, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. We'll move forward in this one and rejoin the action in the bottom of the seventh. Jason Kipnis steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the seventh.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
We'll look ahead now and pick this one back up in the top of inning number 8. Bryce Harper will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Your attention, please. Now
so a call to the
Indians,
bullpen now, and they'll make a move
24,
for the left-hander here.
Andrew Miller.
Time to jump ahead to the bottom of inning number 8 now.
Leading off with a try.
Roberto Perez will dig in here.
Roberto
1 for 2.
Perez.
He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1. Francisco Lindor will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ballgame.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
Yeah, he probably won't have too big a dip in velocity the rest of the way. But the later this game goes, the more important it'll be to watch where his location is. That's probably the bigger concern.
But quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out. Lonnie Chisenhall stands in, coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
Ouch, that comebacker appeared to get him in the arm. Unable to recover, he's safe at first, and now the attention turns back to the guy on the mound. On his way out to the mound now is the Washington manager, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Blake Trinan is on his way into the ballgame now, as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year. Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded up the first baseline. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch, and the inning is over. Kicking off the top of the ninth, Anthony Rendon, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat, because you know he has big time power.
Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
That's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. All over the place to start the ninth. It's 3-0 now.
He knows the drill out there. You've got to make him swing the bat. To not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
If you're looking for a good way to add to a one-run lead, a leadoff walk never hurt. Let's see how they want to play this from here.
Into the box now, Adam Lind. He flew out in his last at-bat. Now a snap throw to first, and the runner back easily.
Just keeping an eye on him.
And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. And this is swung on and missed by Lind as he falls behind 0-2 now.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like he's trying to get a ground ball here. He's coming right after him, trying to get a punch out.
But the runner's back easily.
Keeping an eye on him.
Nobody out, runner on first. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Well, you know when you get 2 strikes on you, you go into that protection mode up there at the plate. Let's see where this pitch winds up. Oh, yeah. That thing's nowhere near the strike zone, and that's a good job of making a guy go fishing for something he didn't really want to hit.
Stepping in now, Brian Goodwin. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. And he misses with it, 1-1. One and one, here it is. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Runners on first with 1 down. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
As you can see right here, his timing just seems to be off a little bit at the plate right now. And you know what? That can happen during the course of the season. You're not always going to have your good swing. And he's the kind of guy that's got a lot of moving parts in that swing. So maybe he's at the point now in the season where he might need just a little time off so he can get back to the basics.
Here's the catcher, Matt Wieters, now, as he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. The 0-1 delivery. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
In tight with the slider, 2-2.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Now a snap move over to first. Back in standing.
Simple throw over there.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. One left for Washington. They lead it 2-1. Glover is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 32.
Edwin Encarnacion will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
This whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run. That's it.
Into the seats, 0-1. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. Hit hard up the middle. Oh, look at Rendon. Oh, and he loses it on the exchange from glove to hand, and he won't have a play.
The first baseman.
Well, he gets his team going with that leadoff single here late in the game, and you can tell he is excited. Look how fired up he is down there at first.
Carlos Santana comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. First pitch on its way. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. Swing and a little tapper. That's a foul ball. A runner at first with no outs here. A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria. So a two-run shot to left center. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
It looked like he saved his best work here for the final swing. And these guys are certainly amped up as he wins it with a game-winning homer.
And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Carlos Santana. Thanks largely to one heroic swing. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. To find out more, head on over to theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 3-2. So long from Cleveland.